Good evening, my dear friends. This is the 6th time I'm trying to create what I'm about to show you. And every time I try to do it, either my phone will ring. I'm using my cell phone to do this. Or someone will call me. Or somebody send me a text message. Regardless, it interrupts the video. So I'm attempting now to do this again. If it fails, I will stop. I spoke of God the other day. I'm just going to write the word God here. If you were to ask me, does God exist? It would be difficult for me to say yes to you. Personally, yes, God exists. But for me to tell you a yes, it's not my place. And also, I want to, before I continue, that this is not a religious class. This is not religion. This has nothing to do with religion. Okay? So we'll leave religion out of it. Coincidentally, in the English alphabet, the letter 7, the letter 15, the letter 4, or the number 4, forgive me guys when I go letter and this because it makes no difference to me. If this is total, if you add them, it's equals to 26. The English alphabet from alpha to omega or to the letter Z equals to 26. Just gonna put that aside. I'm gonna skip some other information here because it takes too long and I don't want this to be a science class. When this stuff right here, being that this is what I want to talk about, introduce itself to Abraham, use the name called El Shaddai. This is the English phonetic. But if I take it to the language where it comes from, it is equivalent to a number that is 314. This phonetic word in English will be Almighty. Almighty. And so we know now when it introduced itself to Abraham, it used El Shaddai. With Moses in English, I'm not going to write what it says in the language it came from. In English, it's I am that I am. So we have I am that I am. Now, if I go into this, we're going to go into some serious math. That's not what I want to do. I just want to keep it simple and fun. So Almighty, let's write it down here. A-L-M-I-G-H-T-Y. And we'll do some numbers. We'll play with numbers. A is 1, L is 12, M is 13, I is 9, G is 7, H is 8, T is 20, and Y is 25. Unfortunately, we didn't have Z. It'll be 26. If you total this, my friends, you will come to 95. And Moses said, and who are you? And it says, when I came to speak to Abe, I used the name Almighty, or in that language, El Shaddai. But because we're working in English, it's translated, I am that I am. And so let's check something. So I is just 9, plus 1, plus 13. Okay, if we total that, that's just saying 9 and 1 is 10. 10 and 13 is 23, friends. So whatever this is right here, it's the same thing as this, because it's saying I am that I am. So that's 23. That means this is 23. Well, what is that? T is 20. Plus 8 is 28. Plus 1 is 29. Okay? 29 plus 20 is 49. So we have 23 plus 23 plus 49. Okay, friends? 3 and 3 is 6. 6 and 9 is 5. Carry the 1. This is 4. Plus 2 is 6. 6 and 2 is 8. 8 and 1 is 9. So even when the source spoke to Abe, used Almighty, I am God Almighty, and when the source spoke to Moses, use this introduction, but mathematically in the English language, they're equal. It's the same person or the same thing or the same energy or spirit. For the fun of taking numbers and moving them back to be alphabet, let's try this. So 9 is only I, 5 is E. Nine is I, 5 is E. Look at that. IE equals IE. If you keep saying over, IE. And who are you? IE. Sound like somebody almost saying a sentence. IE. E. IE. Just from taking 95. But like I say, I don't want this to be a math class. But if you ask me, personally, does God exist? And I'll tell you yes. Because for any engineer to do electrical wavelength, knows the wavelengths lag. Okay? And this gets very deep. Because if you're looking for, right here is where X is. This is Y. These are the vectors. Okay? For you to solve this mathematical problem, if I was to tell you we're looking for X, which is inductance through the coil, the formula will be X L, almost like light, but the EMF or the electromagnetic field that's coming. And we want to know what is this. Well, to find out what is this, the formula will be 2 times pi. That's taking me now to the name here. El Shaddai, 314, times the frequency, which is FL, which will be X is equal to 2 times 3.14 times the frequency. So we have to have a number for the frequency, but we definitely need this to solve the problem, which the two of this multiply will give me 6.28. Just backwards. Now in the language, 6.28. Straightforward here in the Hebrew language will be 614. Mathematically, it says, and God created the earth in 7 days. Wow. And then there is only 22 alphabets in this language. 7 divided 22 or 22 divided by 7 equals to 3.14, which the Greek use as pi. Okay, my friends, I don't want to make it a math class. But is that good enough, 3.14? Well, it gets deeper. Because to do more of the math here, you will have to use either sine, tangent, you get into algebra and stuff, and trigonometry. But here it is, friends. So while you may be reading the story, and then God said, create a light and this and that and whatever it is. And light itself, the source itself, light. Where am I at? See if I can find. I've wrote all over this stuff. I guess I didn't write about it. Okay. But if we were to joke with the word light, and I'll stop. After this, I'll stop. L-I-G-H-T. Light. 12 is L. I is 9. G is 7. 8, 20. We have a word. I can look at this and it tells me the word. The word. Number 1 is nothing but the letter A. Number 2 is nothing but the letter B. Number 9 is nothing but the letter I. Number 7 is nothing but the letter G. Number 8 is nothing but H. Number T is nothing but 20. Or 20 is nothing but T. A big heat. Or I could say, to make more sense out of it, I could say a big H2O or a big H2O. But I know whatever the source was moving on, the heat created light. And to create light, you have to where the protons are excited. And in this excitement state, the electrons, as they move up or they flow, when the electrons ground themselves out, it emits that heat or light. This is a simple way of me to explain it here and so it makes sense instead of making it very boring and confusing. And if you take the word electrons and do this now on your time, electrons will not give you the 95, will give you 92. Remember, because this source, it's almost cloning itself. And in doing so, if you change this to your ABC, remember guys, 9 is only I. 2 is letter B. Look what it pronounced, IB. So we have IE, IB. This equal sign is the question that hide God, and that is from the dot. That IE, IE, IB, that IE. Hey, I hope this is not boring. I hope you enjoy it. And I hope I don't have to do this again because it is difficult. Like I say, I have tried to do it 6 times, but I get phone calls and stuff that interrupt it. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please remember, this is not religion. This is just explaining to you that this source, this energy, or this light, plays a lot more roles in people's life than they think they know by just reading scriptures and quoting verses to people. Thank you for watching. I'll be online soon. Bye.